listen to what they had to say, you will learn something that will change your life. I want you to listen to that again. If you will listen to what these guys have to say to you today, it will change your life. Some of these people have been incarcerated over the half of their adult life. One of them was incarcerated for 23 years for a crime he didn't commit. And finally got exonerated and got out. Their story, that what they've went through in their life, will change you in some way if you give them the respect and listen to them. Okay? The first guy I'm going to introduce you to, I met him about 7 or 8 years ago. And the difference between me seeing him today and when I seen him then, when he came in to do the program for the kids I took to Cameron, he was strip searched before he came in. He got strip searched when he went out. Now, for the last 2 years, I got to see him in the same environment you're used to. But he spent over half of his life incarcerated for stuff that started when he was a young man because he didn't want to go to school, he didn't want to mind his parents, and then it accelerated into drug use and alcohol use, and next thing he knew, he was locked up in prison with people he didn't want to be with, and spent the majority of his life there. So, we're going to get started. I want to thank the school for letting me bring these guys in to talk to you all, because I think it's important. For 10 years, I took kids to Cameron Prison once a year, and that program has been stopped, so I can't do that anymore. So, because I knew Chris, I've been bringing them to you guys here. So, listen to them, listen to their stories, and thanks for being here. Thanks to school for letting me do this. Chris Bauer.
When I was born, my mother named me Christopher Ryan Bowers. 17 years later, a prison guard took that name, ripped it up into 1,000 pieces, and threw it in the trash. I'm 34 years old and I'm from Kansas City, Missouri. At the age of 17, I went to trial on first-degree murder, premeditated. I was convicted of second-degree murder and received 17 years. I served 16 years in prison.
Good morning. My name is Darrell Burton. That's the name that my parents gave me. Back in the city of St. Louis, where I was born and raised. I was sent to prison, and I served 24 years in prison. And they took that name, and they stopped using Darrell Burton. They began to call me Burton 153063. That became my name. I was reduced basically from a name to a number.
Good morning. Can you hear me? My name is Fordyce. I was born in a small town right outside of Kansas City. You guys probably know it, Harrisonville. We played in football. You guys got an awesome team. I'm 44 years old. I was sentenced to 10 years in prison. I was facing 10 to life for trafficking methamphetamines, something I got into when I was 30 years old. It's the first time I've spoken in front of a lot of kids. It's pretty good. It's hard to tell your story when you've been through this, because I was there one time in your seat, and to make the decisions that I did to be put onto this was very hard. So my number is 1123756. It's not my social security number, it's my DOC number. I had to say it more times than I've ever had to say any other number in my life.